wanna do? Let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. Whiteboard, I wanna down my feet. Make love and repeat. I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Oh, to make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Man Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
No captivity.
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Man Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Men Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Men Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on
Come
the
on
panel.
up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
No,
indentured servitude?
that's my dog. Those are for minutes.
All up.
Those are definitely for minutes.
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's
his
my
decision.
partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? I appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. Y'all can see that. That's the name of this channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He can have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, Grown Man Talking.
Hold on, where am I? Where am I? What is going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. We are live. We are back in the building. And shout out to you. So I got a good, very entertaining show for y'all today. I really hope y'all are ready. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed your week. Thank you for being here with your boy on a Friday. I know y'all are at work, but y'all took the time out every Friday to show your boy some love and be here with me. Let's continue to grow this channel. So if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Let's get active in the chat. Let's keep this going today. I want all participation from everybody that's in the building. On top of the participation from people that's here, let's get some more people in the building. So share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Your boy GMT is live. So I got a good one for you. FYI, for those of y'all that didn't know, the reason why we didn't have a Sunday show that just passed was because we shot 4 episodes of Meet to Marry. And when I tell y'all that season 2 is going to be fire, it's an understatement. It's an understatement. I got my girl That's So Scary. She's inside the chat. She was there for the majority of the filming that day, which we filmed, it seemed like all day last Sunday. But we had some really, really dope content that, like, I'm talking about the season's going to be fire. Season 1 was good, but talking about, like, perfecting your craft. So that's something that I wanted to talk about real quick before I you know, move forward and really get into today's show. I wanted to take the time to tell y'all about, you know, dreams and living up to your fullest potential, right? It really takes consistency. But on top of that, it takes the education and know-how and the drive to really want to do it. Anything is possible. Literally anything is possible if you put your mind to it, if you put your heart to it. If it's something you really want out of life, what's stopping you? Your only competitor is you. The only person that you should be afraid of is failing from what you did yesterday or what you didn't do the day before. But if you put all of that energy that you take into watching TV, talking on the phone, just frivolous crap that you got to think back when, you know, empires was built, there wasn't so much distractions. So if there was like a emperor or, you know, somebody that was in charge of just the infrastructure of wherever they were, there wasn't distractions. So all they had was their mind. And then they put their mind to whatever they wanted to do, and they was able to accomplish what you see out today. The cars you drive, the buildings that you're working in, the house that you're living in, every little thing inside your house. It was invented by someone. What's stopping you from living up to your fullest potential? There's no one but you. There's no one but you. Fear, doubt, second guessing yourself, saying what you can't do, or saying what you're not ready to do because you're waiting for that perfect moment. But I'm going to tell you, there's never a perfect moment. Now is the time for all of us, literally all of us, to get up and live our dreams. Live the things that we want to make happen. You know, and I should put this to y'all better than the word dreams, because dreams is so cliche. Everyone says dreams. Dreams. You got to live your dreams. No. Make this your reality. Make this what you do. You don't have to be, if you want to do YouTube, you don't have to be fully monetized to call yourself a YouTuber. So long as it's something that you're doing every day. If you want to be a banker, you don't have to call yourself the top agent at the bank as long as you're doing it every day. If you want to be a CEO at whatever, you don't have to say you're not there yet because you're doing it every day. So guess what? That is you. That's who you are. Who you are literally is what you put out every day, and you put it back into yourself. TDP, what's good, family? He said, the big black guy is in the building. That's for you, that's scary. So it's what you do every day. It's what you put into yourself every day. And honestly, that's all that matters. All that matters. Like every day I wake up in the morning. I'm gonna tell y'all my routine. I wake up in the morning, I pray, right? I say a little prayer. I give the Lord thanks for just waking me up. And then there's a different feeling of gratitude that you have to have. And gratitude is different. Gratitude brings when you truly feel gratitude, it brings positive energy back into you. The energy that it's like, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But that true feeling of like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy for the things that I have. Thank you for waking me up this morning because millions of people haven't. So just that feeling of gratitude is what lifts me and pushes me to keep going. Then I come up with a routine. Okay, what haven't I done yesterday that I could do today? That's something I ask myself every morning. What did I put off yesterday that I could make happen today? And I go towards that. I don't wait. I don't wait for someone to tell me what to do it. I do it because I'm supposed to do it. Think about what you do at your job, right? You go to work, and I don't know what most of y'all do, but at my 9 to 5, I know I'm supposed to do certain things every day. I don't have to wait for my superior to tell me, yo, go do this. I do it because I know that's what I'm supposed to do. But what I try to do with my own personal life is put that energy right back into myself. And that's something that I want to give y'all today before we start the show, right? I want to give y'all that positive feedback, positive energy that you can do whatever you put your mind to doing, so long as you get up every day and you say you're going to do it. Stop waiting. Stop, procrastinating. Stop thinking that someone else is going to help you. Stop waiting for a partner. Stop waiting for the next best thing to come your way to jump on a wave. Just do whatever you're thinking right now. It's the same thing when I turned this camera on and I started doing YouTube. I had doubts, I had fear, and I had a lot of people telling me like, yo, it's going to take you forever to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I used to, for a minute, I believed it. When I started and I only had like 5 people watching me, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, how am I going to really grow this? And it's still not where I want to be. I'm still not destined to where I need to go with this, right? But I get up and I do it every day. Every day I put towards Meet to Marry. Every day I put towards what's my next show topic going to be? I invest in my craft. I try to figure out how could I learn how to do things without trying to hire everybody to do it. Or if I were to hire you, I need to make sure I know what you're doing. Because Meet to Marry has turned into a full-grown business, and I have people that are relying on me to be successful at it. So it's become a responsibility for me. So I encourage you to get up every day and move towards your goals. Don't let no one stop you. And if you need a sense of encouragement, those of you that know me personally, reach out to me. And if you don't know me personally, get to know me personally. I have my Instagram. My Instagram should be in the bio, I believe. I can't remember if I put it there, but it's Mingo365. So those of you who feel like you need a sense of encouragement to do more and you want a helping hand, please reach out to your boy. I got you. We're going to get this thing growing. We're going to grow as a family. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are live. We are back in the building, and we are going to make this thing happen. I love it. I love y'all. Thank you for being a part of the show today. Much respect, much love, and shout out to y'all. All right. Enough of that. So we got my boy Blockchain in the building. What it do? Yo, Miss Young, what up? Though it's good to have you with us today. And that's scary. What is good? She is in the building, and TDP is here with us as well. What up? Shout out to y'all and everyone that is currently watching. What up? Please make sure that you do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button as soon as you enter the door. As soon as you enter the building, hit the like button, and none other than the best mod that ever graced YouTube's presence. Also, a good, solid brother, Highway Skinny. Honestly, I don't even think I would have made it to where I am right now if it wasn't for Skinny just constantly having my back when it comes to sharing the content. When it comes to, I literally would see Skinny, he'll be on someone else's platform and he'll say, "You guys missed GMT show today. What up?" Skinny will say, you literally missed that show today. He'd be like, "Yo, his show, he had a great show today. Anything major I have going over here, Skinny is on other people's platforms telling them, yo, guess what? GMT had blah, blah. He gained 2,000 new subscribers off of his show. GMT had a great show today. Y'all need to, people go back and watch the replay because of Skinny. So shout out to you. I appreciate you. And also, my brother Blockchain. Today's a day of gratitude and appreciation for everyone that's been a part of this show for so long. Blockchain, who is the #1 supporter, he like I'm not even just saying this to like, say Blockchain supports this show financially so much. He literally funded our reunion, the after party for the reunion. He took care of the bill. Everyone was straight. We all had a blast after that reunion. And Blockchain added so much value just from from making everyone feel so comfortable by taking us to, I believe that place is a 5-star restaurant and taking care of the whole bill for everybody that was in the cast and everyone that was on the show. So much respect, much love. And also make sure y'all subscribe to his channel as well, because he'll be dropping content very soon. Very soon. He got his setup ready and he is ready to go. And I got his back in this. So I definitely support my guy. Also, not to mention through all the super chats that he's been dropping on this channel since he's found this channel. This has been like, we're talking thousands at this point. So much respect to you, my brother, and thank you so much. Yeah, big time. He's big time supporter, y'all. Big time supporter. So definitely the gratitude to everybody that's a part of this channel, because everybody supports in different ways. So I love it. I love it. Oh, boom! She just dropped 10 on your boy. She said, "I love it." She said, "Black me are black men." Black men are bomb. We're gonna go with that one. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Y'all all know that these super chats for sure, they all go to Meet to Marry to help fund it, to buy new equipment, because we have a lot of equipment. And they also go towards helping my staff, right? I have a lot of staff. I have a lot of crew of over, at this point, it's like roughly 8 of us. No, bugging. It's like 10 of us now that it takes to put Meet to Marry together. So, and everyone does their own jobs. So thank you so much for supporting TDP. He's part of my crew as well. He helps out with pretty much the entertainment aspect and holding it down. He also takes care of the studio management as well. So thank you, TDP, for always being there. Today is a day of gratitude, and I am thanking everybody because I feel thankful today. I woke up this morning and I felt blessed. I said, you know what? God has some great things in store. And I need to make sure that I recognize the people that God has placed in front of me. So, that being said, I am ready to get into the show. I know y'all are ready to get into the show. This is going to be a great show, thoroughly entertaining. I have some topics for you, but y'all know how I do on a Friday, right? This is by no means do I want to bash anyone. This is strictly for the purpose of helping bring awareness. But before we move forward, we have a $100 super chat from my guy Blockchain Shop. With the $100 super chat, he says, just paying homage to the GOAT. No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. A lot of this, like I said, it wouldn't be possible if I didn't have people like y'all in my corner. So thank you for the $100 super chat and the many, many super chats that you grace your boy with when it's that time. I really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you. Also, that's scary. Skinny just dropped her link. So do me a favor, go over there and hit the subscribe button as well, right? Oh, hold on. All right, my bad. I'm gonna give the $10 more. Oh man. Thank you so much. My bad. You know, the $100 got me all thrilled. You know what I'm saying? I got chills going through my body when I saw it. I said, oh, I think the horns hit itself. I didn't even hit it. So thank you so much, my guy. Thank you so much. All right. Trying to get into the show today, but y'all showing me so much love that, you know, I'm very appreciative of y'all, and I'm happy to get into this. So, like I was saying, right? Like I was saying, it's not that what I'm trying to do here is bash anyone. And the idea of what I want to do is just bring awareness to certain topics, right? And certain things that I believe they need to be talked about. Because unfortunately, there's certain things that's happening in our community with our women that's moving them further and further away from marriage. The reason why I'm not going to talk to the Black men today mainly is because hold up. We have let's round up. We have a $10 super chat from Tashika. Thank you so much. And I gotta give you the horns because I know I'm gonna get the same thing. Horns. What up? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate you. She said, I got you, Scary Matt. She said, that's my friend. I love it. I love to see it. All right. Y'all got me feeling so appreciative today because y'all are holding down your boy today. I didn't even expect. I said, you know what? Today I'm gonna just come on. I'm gonna just talk. I don't know if I'm gonna, you know what I mean? What it's gonna look like today. I did have things planned, but wasn't sure what it would look like today. But guess what? Nonetheless, I got a good show for y'all, and just thank y'all again for the super chats and holding your boy down. All right. So here I got a young lady. Before we get into the main topic, I wanted to discuss this. This came across my timeline actually this morning. And I started going down a little rabbit hole. And I said, you know what? let me bring my audience down this rabbit hole with me. And then maybe we could get into a good discussion about it. I want to know y'all true thoughts and feelings. So let's get active in the comment. Let's get active in the comment section. All right, here we go.
Some things are about to change, and I need y'all to hold my.
All right, let me bring that back for y'all. Let me bring it back for those of y'all that are pocket watching and did not hear what was said. Can't read what was said. Let's bring it back.
27-year-old stay-at-home mom with a 51-year-old husband, and hold on.
All right, so that's a 27 stay-at-home mom with a 51-year-old husband.
Some things are about to change, and I need y'all to hold my hand when I say this. I'm 27-year-old stay-at-home mom who is separating from her 51-year-old husband. I tried to hold it in for as long as I could. Good morning, Bookie Butt. I have a lot of explaining to do, but what I want to do right now is make some coffee with my Bookies. Back with a larger cup because we got bigger goals. And baby, I've been all over the place, so I ain't got no cold phone, but it's okay. We got whipped cream. Ayy. I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. because my mama had surgery and I had to take her. So after I dropped her off, I rushed back home so I can pack lunches and get the girls all ready to go to school. And yes, they were home with their daddy. And listen, although I'm not ready to talk about this quite yet, the one thing that I will address, because Mr. Big Papa said if I'm the one that's walking away, then I need to live in my truth and tell y'all what is really going on. And I simply said, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I got nervous for 2 reasons. Because number one, it really feels real now. And number two, I was scared that I'm gonna lose some of my Bookies. But anyway, once I got the girls all settled with breakfast, I decided to come upstairs and do a little makeup because when you look good, you feel good, boo. And got my little beautiful Rugrats all in the car and ready to go. And by the time I dropped them off, I went to go wait for my mama to get done with her surgery. Because I heard we wasn't supposed to be spending no money today. I got her home and all settled. And then I confirmed my first job interview in 6 years. And then I cried for a little. Okay, bye.
All right. So there's a few parts to this. So that's part one. So she's 27 years old. She got a 51-year-old husband. And it looks like 3 kids, right? From what I'm gathering, it doesn't seem like there's crazy toxic things going on. But I'm going to play the other part right now, and then we could get into a little deeper conversation. So that way you could kind of understand why I'm talking about this. Let's go.
Still preparing to separate from her 51-year-old husband. Hey, Bookie Butt. I swear y'all letting me have it, but I already knew that was going to happen anyway. I told y'all from the beginning that although I'm in an age gap relationship, I'm not a big advocate of age gap relationships.
So those of y'all that didn't catch that, she said although she's in an age gap relationship, she's not a big advocate of an age gap relationship. That's something that I want to talk about, but let's keep going.
I could have sworn I told y'all I had mommy and daddy issues, baby. And that if my childhood was different, then no, I would not have ended up with my husband. But please.
All right. I know I'm stopping a lot. Right? But hey, it is what it is. I got to get y'all content, right? So, she said she's in an age gap relationship, but she's not an advocate for it. Here's what I realized, right? And this is where I could talk to the fellas and the women. Age gap relationships have always been a thing, right? For centuries, it's been a thing. And the main reason why is because it'll make sense if you have children that you would have children with a man that could provide. Usually, imagine if she now had hold up, my guy is in the building. Shout out to Jason Brown. What up? Top realtor out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all looking for a house within the Carolinas, North and South, please make sure y'all hit up my boy. All right. So it's always been a thing, right? Because it only makes sense to have children with a man that could provide. Now, imagine if she had a child with a man roughly her age, right? 27. And the kids look like they're probably about the oldest. I wouldn't want to say 3 to 4 years old. So she probably had the child when she was like 23 to 24. So imagine if she had a child with a guy at that age. Young men, have a hard time making it until they hit around 35. Now, when I say make it, I'm talking about financial strides, right? To where they're doing well off to where they should take care of a family at that age. When you're so young, men have a hard time in the job market because of trust. And not everyone's an entrepreneur. Not everybody's out here, selling ice cream out the back of an ice cream truck making bread. Most people have to get jobs. And when they get jobs, they have to, what they do, climb that corporate ladder, climb a ladder, figure out ways to get to the top. You now you're in an industry where other men have to trust you. So it's hard for a man her age to give her a baby, and actually take care of that child, take care of that family. So it makes sense why younger women are attracted to older men because of the financial stability. The only thing that comes with that, though, right, in most of these cases and ladies, buckle up, comes with a sense of control. It is what it is. Now, controlling could be bad or good. Controlling, in most cases, when it comes from an older man, is usually overprotection, because we try to tell you, hey, I don't want you wearing that dress, because if you wear that dress, it's going to be a problem. Hey, I don't want you going around over there, because if you went over there, it's going to be a problem. Go over there at your own risk. But I'm trying to tell you, as your protector and your provider, that it's not good and conducive for you, the young lady. So it comes, honestly, with a sense of what feels like control, right? So, what up, Kit? Kit is in the building. We got Neo One in the building as well. What up? What up? What up? How you doing? Yeah. So and that's the problem. So then now it comes naturally with that sense of control, and it's something that I feel like a lot of women, without having a strong father figure in there, in his or her life, struggle with. The direction of a man that tells you, no, don't do that. And it may come across as controlling. But like the young lady said, I have daddy issues. I got mommy and daddy issues. And she said if I didn't have those issues, she wouldn't be in the relationship. But it's only wise. And she's only saying this now because she's mad. But when things were good, they were good. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
Please note, in the beginning, I absolutely did think that I was one of the lucky ones. I see all y'all little men's in the comments talking.
You heard that. She said in the beginning she felt like she was one of the lucky ones. If you're a stay-at-home wife, which looks like they live in a beautiful home, she doesn't have to work to provide for her children. Think about that. How many? Y'all know, I know y'all know. It's expensive. It's expensive to live today. We no longer live in the times where a house was $150,000. The average home across America is roughly $300,000 to $400,000, and that's average, and that's in a decent neighborhood. So it's so expensive. So you got a man that is seemingly a provider, to where you can't say that this guy is doing something crazy, because guess what? If he was all controlling and whatever, those type of men wouldn't have you on TikTok and Instagram creating reels to talk about him. No, it's not happening. So there's no controlling thing going on here. So before I get beat up about that, I'm just putting that out there. This has way more to do with I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want nobody to tell me anything. And I understand it. I'm not saying I don't. She's young. She's 27. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to do is trying to find a way. My solution that I'm going to get to is, how can we fix this? What should you do if you're in this same situation? Right? So that's where I'm coming from with this. Shantae is in the building. My sister. What up? What up? So what could we do, and what should we do if you're in a situation like this? That's why I'm doing it.
But she just want to go back outside. If you really knew me, baby, I'm a homebody by heart. I don't want to be outside. Baby, I'm scared of the streets. Literally.
Well, yeah, she gonna look a little older than 27 because she got kids. She got all those kids. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, right? She's still beautiful, like you said, but yeah, age is gonna creep up on her when you pushing out on her babies and you get up. And a lot of people be like, oh, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but a lot of people would be like, oh, she probably stressed out at home with her man, so that's why she look older. Not saying that's what you're saying, but I hear that, and it's crazy. It's crazy because you rather be stressed out at home with your man and stressed out paying all your bills by yourself because now you got to work. You better hope your co-parenting thing is up to par. The schedules now have to work. Just think about it, right? If your man is working all the time and he was providing for a household, now you have to get up. Sorry, something just popped up on my screen. Now you have to get up and go to work every day. Every day. So imagine that, right? So that type of stress becomes another level of stress because you have to fully provide now for yourself. And you have to figure out either 50-50 for the kid. And like I said, that's hoping that the co-parenting can still keep it up. But let's go. I know I'm talking too much, y'all.
Anxiety. Before y'all ask me where did I get this cute little pink bow purse, baby Burlington.
I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Hold up.
Men's in the comments talking about she just want to go back outside. If you really knew me, baby, I'm a homebody by heart. I don't want to be outside. Baby, I'm scared of the streets. Literally. Anxiety. Before y'all ask me where did I get this cute little pink bow purse, baby Burlington. Now, but Papa, of course, is at work and he will be at work for another 24 hours tomorrow. So I did ask my homegirl if she can come sit with the other two girls so that I can take Jewel to her very first swimming lesson. My baby was so shy at first, but y'all, she did amazing and I was so freaking proud of her. And as soon as she was done, because this was a trial class, she said, Mommy, I'm coming back. Up. Yes, ma'am. We got back home and I threw her little butt right into the shower and I had to wash her hair because my aunt was on her way over so that she could re-braid her hair for me. Now, I did see a lot of y'all saying, girl, make your marriage work unless it was this, or this, or that. And like, duh, don't you think it was either all or one of the things that you guys listed that would make me get to this decision anyway? Anyway, back.
No. Because honestly, once you get married, anything outside of, in public embarrassment, meaning, if you can't stand your man cheating on you, or if it's outside of anything that gets physical, what you leaving for? You chose him. You're bounded to him by those children. And yes, it's that important. Family is that important. So you chose him. Why are we leaving? So yeah, those people that are telling you that in the comment section, maybe you should listen. But here's the problem. She turned off her comments. So that's done. You can't even see her comments anymore because she turned it off. So yeah, she don't even want nobody talking to her because she made up her mind. What's up, Kenny? My guy is in the building. Hope all is well on your side.
At it again with the laundry like always and getting the girls' bag ready for school this week because it is definitely a busy week coming up for us. Then I had to figure out what I was going to cook us all for dinner tonight, and when I said all, yes, even Big Papa. Then I looked at the time and see that Big Papa should be on his way home from work.
Big Papa.
So I knew it was time to clean up any evidence that we have little children living in the house with us. Because he says that their toys are not allowed on the second floor, only in the basement and in their room. My Julie is all done in my house.
Yes. You see, these are the things, right? I heard it all right there. She thinks that this man is controlling because he sets rules and perimeters for the house, which is what men do. If he says, yo, listen, you're at home all day, right? What is it to make sure that the kids' toys is upstairs and reserved downstairs for adult stuff, right? In case we have guests, so there's not toys scattered about everywhere. But the fact that he said that and she laughed said a lot. It's all about you cannot control me. You cannot tell me what to do. I don't want no man telling me what to do. And that's where I believe we have a problem. And I'm going to direct this to our community, right? We have a problem with direction from men, but we say we want protection from men. But I can't protect you if you don't want to listen to me. I can't guide you and lead you if I can't just tell you how I want to run my household. If I'm the quote unquote leader of this household. So it's sad because she's going to get a divorce. She's going to get a divorce. The kids are going to be the ones suffering. Little baby girl, she's going to be the one to be like, things are changing and I have to adjust because of a decision that one party is making. It's
Aunt is
crazy.
going to do it every single time, okay? I see a lot of speculations about how it's going to be hard for me being a single mother of 3. Honey, listen, I had my children because I wanted to become a mother, not for a man. And because over the years I have learned not to make a man the center of my life, I also accept the fact that I may never experience true
See, I'm going to rewind what she just said right there, right? And that's an
for a
important
man.
part.
And because over the years I have learned not to make a man the center of my life, I also accept the fact that I may never experience true romantic love. Well, maybe until the girls are like off to college anyway.
Listen, so for those of y'all that didn't hear, yes, I keep pausing. She said, I'm not going to make a man the center of my life. No, you don't make a man the center of your life. When you chose to have a family, you should make your family the center of your life. And if you made a commitment in front of the God that we all claim to love, then God should be at the center of all of that. So if God is in the family, then you put the man above you. Then you put the children. Then that's the direct order of things. But with the mindset of I'm not going to make a man the center of my life. Yo, FBA, what up, what up, what up? Man, my guy is in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's out here. So if you have the correct order, this shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is that we all claim Christianity and then live way outside the guides of it to where we would leave because of one key component of the majority of divorces today. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I don't care if you add finances in there to where you say I'm not happy because of the finances. I don't even care if you add infidelity in there and you're like, I'm not happy because of infidelity. The number one reasons is more of your feelings than everything else. Feelings over family, feelings over facts, feelings over everything. Everything is all about your feelings. So when you prioritize your feelings, you forget family. You forget what you're supposed to do. And it's sad because this young woman is literally trying to get monetized off of Instagram and TikTok talking about the downfall of her family. It's crazy, but we got to talk about it.
But I would rather be alone than to sit back and have to question if it was ever really love to begin with. Okay, bye.
And something she said there as well, right? I probably won't ever find true love again until these kids get out the house. She's at least well enough and to be aware that yeah, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a struggle. And the reason why it's going to be a struggle is because, yeah, you got 2 small kids. It's difficult to pick up and find another man to say, yeah, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. I'm trying to take care of you and your 2 kids. She's still young enough to give another man a kid. That could be her saving grace. That happens. But why would you go for possibilities over probabilities? So yeah, it's not a wise decision. It's not a wise decision. She said, yo, kid is crazy. She said, first of all, don't claim Christianity. Second, you're projecting what you think the order should be for people that may not subscribe to the idea. No, I don't know her. I'm talking about people that say that they're Christians. The Bible have clear directions on the order of life, right? It's not me. Take that up with God. If you don't believe in God, fine, right? I'm not specifically, like I said, when I started this today, I didn't say I'm speaking directly to her. I'm talking about the situation as a whole, not to her. I don't know her, right? But we're talking about what people go through. I'm trying to make people stay together. I want people to stay together, right? So yeah, there's an order to things in order for it to actually work according to being biblical. Now, do I know if this woman's a Christian? No. She probably is, though, because the majority of women in our community are. The majority. But I don't know. So that's why I'm just looking at her situation and I'm dissecting it, saying what I see misaligns with the Bible, misaligns with what God says. So yeah, we claim Christianity as a people, but we're so fast to go outside of Christianity for our own happiness. Because people subscribe to their happiness. They don't subscribe to anything else. And that's sad. Because families are bigger than you, the individual. It's always been. Families have always been bigger than you, the individual. Let's keep going.
I'm your old stay-at-home mom with a 51-year-old husband, and I'm going to take a little different approach today. To my young women, remember that it is your life and you only get it once. I am so tired of the world, mostly men, always telling women what we should do, what we shouldn't do.
She sound like Kit. She sound like Kit. I'm tired of the world, mostly men, telling women what we should do or what we shouldn't do. Do what you want. Do what you want, right? The thing is, everything you do has a consequence to it. It is what it is, whether we like it or not. I understand that. Today, if I make a decision that goes against my family, guess what? A consequence will come with it. I have to live with it. So even if it's at the detriment to my finances, to my, to everything that's about me, then guess what? I have to live with my own consequences. That's something I believe a lot of people don't understand, is that we could just, all right, you know what? I'm just do whatever. And y'all need to accept me for what it is. Because guess what? Today's pastors are telling you to do it. The churches are telling you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem. So guess what we have? A 30% marriage rate. 30% marriage rate. It's crazy. Yo, where's the juice? What up, what up, what up? And my guy on there next. What up, man? Salute to you. Oh, man. So, all right, let's keep going.
Do how we should speak, how we should carry ourselves, how we should dress. We should be working and helping the man provide. But no, we should be home with our kids because that is the most important work. But no, never mind. Actually, we should be doing both. We should be working, being independent, and also being very present in the home, our children.
Yo, if I was her husband and I saw her putting all this stuff online, I probably would have just said, yo, listen, I would have made arrangements for the children and I would have put her out on the streets. It wouldn't have been no time. The bad thing is that the courts will tell me I can't, right? So as much as people want to do whatever they want to do, when it comes down to the opposite person doing what he wants to do, it's a problem. But definitely me, I'd have been like, yo, you got to go. You're not going to be online talking crazy like this and you still under my house. You're still doing what you're doing with me. I'm still taking care of everything. And you online embarrassing me like this? You online girl power, girl power, girl power, bad talking men, but you waking up, definitely the coffee, all of this stuff you making every day, I paid for it. And there's a problem, you could go. You could go. But guess what? He'll be the bad guy if he did that. He'll be the bad guy. This is why I say, putting your business online is good for us because it gives us something to talk about, right? But it's bad for the family. It's bad for the children, and it's embarrassing to the husband. Why is no one thinking about him before you make content like this? Why is no one thinking about him? It's crazy.
And ready to serve our husbands. Listen, honestly, I feel like as women, no matter what we do,
Hold on, let's bring that
Never
back.
mind. Actually, we should be doing both. We should be working, being independent, and also being very present in the home, our children, and ready to serve our husbands. Listen, honestly, I feel like as women, no matter what we do, we cannot. Now that I'm almost 28, had my first child at 22, and married for 5 years, I would tell all 3 of my daughters that the first 5 years entering in your 20s is for self-discovery. The law will tell you at 18 you're grown, but I'm going to tell you, as your bigger sister, to slow down. Explore different career fields, find out if you're a school person or not, travel a couple of states, go out the country. Baby, truly find out what self-love is and then go out on a few dates. In your early 20s.
I'm so tired of hearing this, man. I'm so tired of hearing this. Do I believe that people should learn how to enjoy life? Yes. Do I believe that people should learn how to enjoy life with somebody? 1000% yes. You can still have a husband and a wife and enjoy life together if you know how to do it right. The problem is that no one really taught us how to do this thing called life. Men and women alike. No one taught us how to do this thing called life. So we're out here trial and error, making mistakes, bumping our heads, saying, oh, okay, do it again now. Guess what? The majority of women are out there doing exactly what she's saying to do. They don't want to settle down until they're 30, 35. Now they're freezing their eggs. Now it's a whole different ballgame. You're dating, and some of them are having, a lot of them are having, actually 53% are having children before they even hit 30 out of wedlock, without a husband, right? So yes, they're already doing that. She doesn't need to say this as if it's something that's not happening. Hey, the girlies, go out there and have fun and enjoy your life and da da da. Come on. The girlies been doing that for a long time. The fella's been doing it. How about we learn to enjoy each other once we find each other? So if I find you, you find me, let's live life. Let's go out. Let's explore the world before we have children. How about that? How about that? Let's go see France. Let's go to Greece. Let's go to Africa. Let's see all these continents and enjoy life together. Because guess what? If we're both doing it together, we could afford it. You doing it by yourself, it's a problem. But yeah, we can actually do this together. Instead of you trying to do this and be all independent, you now rack up all of these quote unquote bodies. And this is for the men too. You now rack up all of these bodies. You outside doing all this craziness. Other than just saying like, yo, I'll meet you where you are. You meet me where I am. And then we can still build. We can still go out, explore, see the world, enjoy each other. But no, everybody wants to do this by themselves. How is that working out for us? Real talk. How is that working out for the majority of Americans today that's out here living and exploring and enjoying themselves? Yo, DP, what up? What up? What up? Salute, shout out to, yo. You know what I'm saying? Say he's a God-fearing man. I love that. I love that. And truly God-fearing man, he comes with structure, guidance, and rules. Believe it or not. That's why I say a lot of people don't know when they ask for something like a God-fearing man that comes with a lot of instruction and is usually led by the Bible. And the Bible has strict rules on how to live. So it's either you really want a God-fearing man or you want a man of the world. You can't have both. You can't have both. One or the other. And it's either you take it or you leave it. But a God-fearing man comes with rules, guidance. He knows what he's doing because he's led by something bigger than him, his own purpose. Shout out to you, DP, for saying that. So we've been doing what she's been saying forever, right? The girlies has been having a great time. Let's keep going.
You are just discovering the world just as much as you are just discovering yourself. And a lot of us truly believe that we know what we want. As little girls, we grow up watching fairy tales, and the first gift that we always get is a freaking baby doll that we need to take care of and nurture. As our early taught, we are already groomed into the expectations of what it's going to be like to be a woman. And truth be told, I think a lot of us can say that we never even had a healthy example of what marriage is really supposed to look like. But that is the thing, right?
That's the key. It's not the fact that that they gave you Barbie dolls and stuff like that to take care of. Because guess what? Guess what? God did not design your bodies to have babies after 35, 40. That's geriatric pregnancy years right there. If those that don't know, right, and I know the women know, because y'all should know, because you guys go to gynecologists, so they should be telling y'all this. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a family, I got a wife, so they told her this. But by the time you make it to 30, between the ages of 35 to 45, and it's not capped, you can actually Google that. 35 to 45, you are in geriatric pregnancies. Just because your anecdotal experience of people around you tells you something different does not mean that the majority of women are not having issues. Do y'all understand that our sisters, Black women, have one of the highest mortality rates in childbirth? You're talking about 70. That's scary. I'm not going to do this with you today. I'm not going to do this with you today. I'm not going to do this. Yes, I understand that. Who was it in the Bible that had a baby when she was like 70, and then she had another one had a baby at like 100 and something? But let's not start acting like that's the average or that's what women go through. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. I'm not doing this with you today. So, Sarah, there we go. Sarah and Ruth. Yes, yes. How many Sarahs and Ruth you know today? How many of them you see walking around 70 and pregnant? You can't look at one. We can't even use that as an example, right? But yo, you killing me. One example, even if you did see a woman like Janet Jackson in her 40s that had a baby, obviously it was through, what do they call that again? Oh my God, the word is slipping my mind when they put the baby inside you, right? Help me out, y'all. Help me out. Not, what do they call it, man? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Where they put the baby in you, you know? So it's not like that. These women are just doing it naturally. Most your bodies can't handle it. And our sisters preaching that rhetoric, guess what? You guys have literally the artificial insemination. Thank you, kid. So you guys have literally the highest mortality rate. And a lot of that has to do with health issues, one, right? So yeah, even when you are of perfect child rearing age, your mortality rate is a lot higher than the women that are of other races, because better healthcare, better hospital systems where they live, better, access to medicine, even better, and just better overall health. Because our women, let's keep it a buck, y'all aren't the most healthiest, right? So you factor in waiting until you're 40 years old to have a child. Guess what? Look at the numbers. You're doing a disservice to yourself and your community by waiting that long. How about trying to have a family at a good age? Finding a husband that can support you and those kids so you can stay at home and take care of your family. Why are we not doing this? That's supposed to be the natural order of things. Not looking at Ruth in the Bible and saying, I'm going to wait till I'm 70. And like my man said right here in the Bible, they live 400 plus years. So 70 doesn't even add up if you're going to live to 400 and something. Jesus. It's hilarious. This is what I'm saying. We got to think logically when we're talking about bringing families, and it should be strategic. And it should be almost like a business deal when you get married. It should be that way. It shouldn't be about love. I'm sorry, y'all. Wipe that love crap out your head. Once you make that duty to God and to her and to the kids, it should be a bond that's everlasting. And if you choose to break it, let that person talk to their God. But we shouldn't be out here just doing whatever, right? We should not. Thank you. My God, what up, man? He says the new Mr. Young T92. What up? Yeah, man. He says old girl was a stay-at-home wife during this day and age, and she's leaving thinking it's gonna be better for a single mother of two. Ha ha, he says. He says lost and confused she is. It's a fact. It's a fact. But sometimes people got to learn the hard way. That's why I'm not really talking about her. I want to put this on the average person who's thinking about walking outside of their marriage right now. We're better together. And that's why I always say that, right? We're better together. We shouldn't be out here just breaking out and bouncing just because it's like, something to do. There's more out there. The grass is always greener. It's always greener. It always looks greener on the other side till you get to the other side. You realize that was just a mirage. You're struggling now.
Right there, what is marriage supposed to look like? You said that God said that I'm supposed to become your helpmate and that we together become one. Well, when you sent her those inappropriate things, was that me too? When you called me out my name, was that me too? Because the last time I checked, I don't talk to myself in that way. Do I get to have
So, okay, she just broke down the things that happened within her marriage, right? Her husband called out her name, and he looked like he sent some women inappropriate text. Is that a reason for a divorce? I don't care what y'all say. A lot of people try to act like, the domestic side really, or domestic AB side or whatever, mainly happens from the man to woman. But you rarely hear what happens from the women to the men. So until I have proof, I'm choosing not to believe what she's saying.
an opinion or a say-so about that topic? Oh no, I'm too naive and need to stay in a child's place. Quiet, comply, be soft-spoken. Black women, y'all are just too loud and just don't listen. Little sister, hear me when I say that the little things matter. How do you like to be loved? How do you like to be spoken to? Know that materials does not mean stability. And with age does not always come wisdom and maturity. Find someone that loves to give you those flowers.
So here, I want to rewind that because what she was saying to me was it was important. It was important. Let's rewind that real quick, right? I want y'all to realize why things happen. Me and my wife fight. It's not perfect. Sometimes our fights could be it could get disrespectful on both ends. But we have a duty to stay together.
Is that me too? When you called me out my name, was that me too?
We bet to marry. And marrying was, for us, long term. To the death of us. When I made that commitment to my wife, I didn't say through rich or for poor, through sickness and in health, till death do us part. I didn't say that because it was just something to say because it sounds like grateful on video. She said, Dion is perfect. It was me? Damn. Yeah, listen, I guess. I don't know. But hey. But hey, let's play that part again. I want to hear it.
That we together become one. Well, when you sent her those inappropriate things, was that me too? When you called
So when you send her these inappropriate things, is that me too? Okay, right? Cheating happens, infidelity happens. It happens. And I don't want to hear, oh, if the woman cheats, would you stay? I don't want to hear that crap. Let's talk about what happened, what she's talking about. It happens. Are you gonna work this out? All I'm hearing is he sent some woman inappropriate text. Doesn't mean he cheated. I don't know. Could have been on the verge of it, or he could have did it. I don't know. But I'm going by what she said. Is that a reason to break up a family? You got kids. All right, let's keep going.
My name, was that me too? Because the last
She said, when you called me out my name, was that me too? I'm sure it was a fight. I'm sure disrespect happened on both sides, which is what most people do. Most men don't just walk in the door, F you, like out of nowhere. No, something happened. But we only hear, I'm mad because it's me and I'm the delicate flower. Fighting happens. We need to stay together though. Once I ain't put my hands on you, if that's the case, I tell ladies, get up out that situation. The man putting his hands on you, I'm not a man that says tolerate that at all. Zero tolerance. Break out. But if y'all fighting because y'all arguing and words got heated, y'all have to separate yourselves, go right ahead and do it. But to leave because things kept getting heated, I don't care if it happened 30 times in a month. Every day. It's your family.
time I check, I don't talk to myself in that way. Do I get to have an opinion or a say-so about that topic? Oh no, I'm too...
There it goes. Do I get to have an opinion or a say-so in that topic? Right? So basically, my man, as she's putting it, is controlling. He said something, she said something about staying in a child's place. That is something I'm going to tell you, fellas. If you are age gap dating, you got to keep in mind that the young lady is a human being too. And this is from my experience as well, right? This is from my experience as well. I do know a lot of men that date younger women. And one issue that they do have in their marriage, from what I see, is the men tend not to know how to talk to their wives or to their girlfriends. They tend to, in a way, talk to them as if they're children. Unfortunately, that is a real thing. And fellas, I know y'all know that. I know y'all know that. A lot of men out here, they do date younger women, and because they have more wisdom, and because the age gap is so different, that they tend to talk to these women like kids. Let's keep it a buck. Fellas, they're not your kids. These are your wives. These are your wives, right? There's a way you can deal with your wife if you're trying to coach and guide her and lead her in the direction that you need to without being disrespectful, to the point where you're telling her almost, shut up. Your voice means nothing. No, her voice does. Your wife is the manager of the home. Period. Period. Her voice matters. So I do get that part. I do get that part. I don't know if they went to therapy though to figure that out. I don't know how far and to what extent she went to let him know, hey, my voice matters. I am a human being. I am your woman, right? So I do get it. So fellas, I would say if you are age gap dating, be mindful of the words that you give to your younger wife. Because I'm telling y'all, I hear it. I personally hear it. I've been through it. I've had conversations with older men that age gap date or even age gap marry. And a lot of fellas be like, yo, man, she sounds like a little kid, but she's not. So, fellas, this is for you. If that's what we're doing out here, just be mindful. Still a woman, it's still your wife. So give her that respect always. 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 All right, let's keep going.
Naive and need to stay in a child's place. Quiet, comply, be soft-spoken. Black women, y'all are just too loud and just don't listen. Little sister, hear me when I say that the little things matter. How do you like to be loved? How do you like to be spoken to? Know that materials does not mean stability, and with age does not always come wisdom and maturity. Find someone that loves to give you those flowers, someone that knows.
Yeah. She said loyalty. Hashtag loyalty. That's what's up. Thank you, Scary. She said she at the bar. White man talking time. She missed 10 minutes, but she put it on mute. I love it. Thank you.
That friendship is important. To get respect, you have to give it. Caring about the holidays and your birthday is not stupid. Are they your safe place for your anxiety? Or do they get frustrated at your depression? Do they sit back with others and laugh? Did they disrespect you with other women and make you feel like it was just not that serious? Girl, listen, love should never be confusing. And if you have a strong sense of self, nobody can come and make you accept the love that they want to give you instead of the love that you want.
So she pretty much just told it all right there, right? She told you why she's divorcing her husband. It doesn't seem like it's something that they really tried to work through, right? You ask me, and I'm just going off of what she said on this video here, because all of that is stuff that you could work through. All of that is stuff you could work through. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of older men have that way of talking down to women, and honestly, women your wife deserves your respect. So I get it. Then when it comes down to, it sounds like him talking to other women or whatever. What she put, it sounded more like he entertained other women. It didn't sound like he necessarily cheated. Maybe she doesn't have any evidence, but she's not putting that out there. So we're just gonna go on what she says. If he's doing that, you could work through that. You could work through that. Because a lot of stuff with a lot of women, what I realize, sometimes you could just be talking to a woman and it could be your feelings that make you feel as if that man is cheating, but it's really not. Sometimes men, we need to be mindful of talking to women late nights and doing things like that. I get it. So, but you should know some of these things that a lot of people divorce over can be worked out. It can be worked out. Let's make a commitment that's bigger than ourselves when we say we're going to get married and truly believe it. Our feelings has to be left at the door. Hold up, you put a question up there. I didn't see your question. Kid. It says, disrespect was broken in different levels. Will you stay if it was? See, that's what I said that. I said that, kid. I said that it's always, what if it happened to you? You don't think that my white women, let me not put it to me. But in cases that women disrespect men all the time, and men stay, I stay, you don't think disrespect happens? Everybody just has what they call their limit, right, of disrespect. Everybody has what their limit is. Do you think she was perfect in her marriage? If you do, that's naive. Because she's a woman and we have just her side of the story. She's not perfect in this marriage, but her husband would stay. Yes. So the answer is yes. And if that's marriage, though, disrespect is going to happen because you have two people coming together that think different. You, me, we have brothers and sisters. Don't we get disrespected by them sometimes? Does that make them less of your sister or brother if they disrespect you? It's still your family. Your husband's still your family. Just like men, your wife is still your family. It is what it is. That's why I said, if as long as it's not you going out there and cheating, wilding out, what is it? She didn't say he was doing that. She did not say that. It sounds just like he entertained other women. Then the other aspects of it is, yeah, she might have made you feel as if he was a little lesser than. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But yeah, no, and definitely, I get that. I get that, right? There's definitely different levels to disrespect, though. But the moment your wife says something crazy, do you throw out your whole family? Now, we're not talking about a girlfriend, right? We're not talking about a girlfriend. We're not talking about somebody that you're just seeing. We're talking about someone that you have children with. You have to think that, rethink that, think that over again and again and again. Men have a harder time of being disrespected because we value respect over everything. I value respect over love. But there's times where disrespect happens, where I might deem things as what my wife would do disrespectful. And I don't just break, like, you know what? Whole family's over now. You got to move out. I'm selling the house. Kids gone. No. Now, if they was cheating, 1,000% I'm out. That's my boundary. But if you talk to me crazy from time to time and I check you and then you check yourself and you're like, oh, you come back and apologize and you realize it was wrong and then we have normal life-ish happening, which is what she's going through. She's having normal life stuff happening to her. But she's still young. And like she said, no one's teaching her how to go through her marriage. No one's guiding her the right way to do. She said it. He said, this is why I believe in cheating back. Yo, you stupid. Yo, kid, cut it out, kid. Cut it out. So that's why I'm going with that. It's way more about, it's way more about that. It's way more about that for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cheating, nah. That's the next level. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about, and y'all know, I don't care what y'all women say when it comes to this. Cheating for a man is very hard to forgive. You got to think of what a man has to deal with the fact that his wife literally got dominated by another man. Like, I don't want to get into crazy details about that. I could maybe we do I'll have a sex therapist on here one day, and we could probably go through why cheating really affects men. But in reality, it affects us a lot different than it does women because, just a simple fact. But I know you had to put it back in when it came out. It's a problem for all men. So yeah, we're going to have a problem with it every time. Every time. Literally every time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That. So he says, gotta grow up, bro. He says, wouldn't approve that. And that's legit breaking the commitment willingly. I don't know which part you talking about, breaking the commandment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about cheating back. I'm not with the cheating back. I'm not with none of that. That's what kids said. I ain't cheating back. We done. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We're done. You cheat, I ain't going through it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that part. If that's breaking the commandment, okay. But I do know this, right? If a woman cheats on you, the likelihood is she doesn't respect you anymore. The likelihood is she's going to keep cheating on you because you let her do it and you stayed. So yeah, there's no coming back after that. I tell men straight up. But that's me. Some men could work through it. And I'm not judging any man that could work through it. If you feel like you could do it, go right ahead. But just understand that that wife no longer respects you anymore. And that's why she let another man enter into her body. So it will happen again. The likelihood is it'll happen again. She thought so low of you that she allowed that to happen. It's my facts on the matter. But anyways, I got another topic for y'all. We got the main event. This one is going to be good. We took a bit long on this young lady. I understand. Oh, hold up. Is Ashley in here? My sister Ash. What up, Ash? Where have you been? I miss you. Listen, I reached out to you. I think I texted you earlier because I wanted to see if you wanted to do Sunday with us because we all miss you. Your audience misses you as well. So let me know if you're down for Sunday show. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Oh, you was in the session. All right. Let me know what you got going on Sunday. You part of the family. So just let me know when you there. You part of it. All right. You in with us. So, all right. Let's get into the main topic. Where we at? All right. So we got an adult industry, young lady right over here, and she wants to tell young ladies to be mindful before they get into the industry. Now, mind you, I don't know who this is. It literally came across my timeline, and I watched a little bit of it. I did not watch the whole thing in its entirety, but I wanted to bring it to y'all to say, hey, maybe this could be fun talking about this today. So let's get into
Do not get into adult work until you watch this video. I know times are tough, depending on who you ask. However, that does not mean you make a decision that's irreversible based off temporary moments. Let's get into it. But before we do, give me a thumbs up. It's free to do. It helps me reach more people, and it motivates me to make more videos like this. So did you do that?
Fair use, y'all. And the full video is in the description in case you guys want to go watch it without my commentary. The full video is in the description. Shout out to the content creator.
All right, let's go. So we're live streaming anyways. And somebody in the comments was like, what made you get into adult work? I should get into it, huh? No, you shouldn't. Long story short, I was going through divorce, and at first somebody offered to help me get into the industry, another girl, and I wasn't ready. I actually looked down on dancers and adult workers because I was like, yeah, you don't love yourself. No one's ever going to want to date you.
I wish she would have stayed with that mindset, but let's keep going.
I, back in the day, was super Christian, and therefore I was like super red pill. But don't worry, I've been delivered and deconstructed. I just never thought I would even be in the same room as any woman who would do that. Nonetheless, turn into that woman, but I did. So the first time around, I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Who would want to date me? I'm a woman of class. The second time around, when things are getting tight, the budget getting strict, you working 6 days a week and you still don't have enough money left over to pay all your bills at the end of the month. How is that possible, America? Then you realize, okay, I might have to give up my dignity and my...
So let's talk about that real quick. She's went through a divorce, and after she realized how hard it is to be by herself in these streets, she decided to drop what? Her dignity and her self-respect to join this industry. What is that? Now, I'm not saying that the last young lady we spoke about is going to do this at all. I'm not saying that she's going to do this at all, but it happens. Let's keep it real. A lot of ladies get in divorce now, and after the divorce, guess what? They join only bands. Hold up. We got Shay in the building. What up, Shay? Shay is it. Shay, I gave you a day off yesterday. Today is our day back. We gotta work. We gotta work. So, all right, just let you know, we gotta get back to work, Shay. All right, let's go.
And my morals for a place to sleep. I might have to. Then I audition at these places, and the first place they told me no. That was a heart attack because imagine everybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna quit my job and be a stripper," and they don't even hire you at the strip club. Like, oh no.
Yo, what are the requirements to get hired at a strip club that you would get told no? Like, I was always under the impression that you just had to look good. I was always under the impression. Now, this seems like a very attractive, I mean, with makeup on, from what we can see. She seems like a very attractive young lady. How on God's green earth would a strip club deny you a job? When you go there, they're like, nah. You good. How does that happen? All right.
No, what I'm gonna do now? What will I do? The second club hired me though. Thank goodness they were understaffed for Christmas Eve. But how do we get into Lonely Bands? Again, I had a friend tell me, "Oh, you'll make so much money off just referrals. You don't have to do anything." I told her, "No, I'm straight." But then I had another friend say the same thing. So I started doing referrals first. And just like twerk videos, the same services that you would get in a strip club is what I was trying to give virtually. So I would tell everybody, "Oh, I'm running a virtual gentleman's club." And back in the day, this was unheard of. 2 months short of my 4th year anniversary as a dancer is when I finally gave into Lonely Bands. And I got so much backlash from the other dancers, even from owners and managers of adult clubs. Were like, "Why would you do that? Why would you put yourself online for people to see for $10 a month? Like, you can make so much, you can make $1,000 a night here." And I'm like, yeah, but if I don't have a BBL, if I don't have a big butt, if I'm not willing to do everything that these girls are doing, I'm a baddie, I really am. But I also know where I rank. Rule of life: don't even try to compete if you're not the most passionate person. If you're doing something just to get by, you are competing against people who go hard for this. I can't. If I'm not passionate about something, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not.
So, I don't know. I'm a bit confused. So, I'm trying to figure out why the owners of the clubs was trying to tell her, like, yo, you're bugging for putting yourself online. I mean, you have a wider reach of people online. I'm not saying, ladies, I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying do this at all. I'm just trying to say. So, I'm just trying to figure out, if you have such a reach of men, you can make more money. So why were they trying to deter her? I don't know. I'm not even thinking, but yeah, they want that profit. My fault. Tripping.
I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to even try, because in the back of my mind is going to be somebody who wants this more than me. There's girls that they do or not, and you're just not. You want to go home at 2 a.m. You ready to go? You ready really to get in the bed by midnight? Okay, and nothing good happens before midnight in these clubs. So there's
Skinny. He said, check out GMT, the only band's title, Need to Marry. Oh my goodness, yo. Yo, sorry. That was hilarious. Yo, Skinny, you stupid for that. Oh man, all right. Let's keep going.
There's a big disconnect in, do I belong here? Finally, I get into the Lonely Band situation. Lucky for me, after almost 4 years, I was able to get a work from home version of this job, because
Yo,
it
world
was driving me
class.
nuts to have to do substances.
Yo, world class. Ash is in the building, yo. Ash is in the building, world class. She's somewhere in the chat. What up, Ash? She there somewhere. Hold up. Oh man. Yo, Scary. Don't jump on the bandwagon with this whole meet to marry stuff, all right? The MEAT to marry stuff. Jesus. All right, let's keep going.
This drink, drive, deal with people under substances, it's a bit much. It can become a lot. So the work from home version is way better. I got into running my virtual gentlemen's club, even though I didn't receive like raving reviews from people who didn't understand the process of lonely bands yet and just online experiences. I was making money. But let's roll it back a little bit more, because this whole entire conversation started with, should one of my TikTok live audience members get into adult work? I am not in the business of encouraging adult work to anybody who is not already in it. Most people
Anytime you got to say you got to drop your self-dignity to do something like this, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Listen, we all know that sedge work has been around, since the dawn of time. It's not going to stop. Me making a podcast about it, telling women don't do it, it's not going to stop it, right? So it is what it is. All I know is if you literally got to say that you have to drop your dignity, that means you actually stand for something. So if you stand for something, then this shouldn't be you. Don't do it.
People make irreversible decisions based off temporary circumstances. So if you're having a hard time paying your rent this month, you don't want to change your whole entire life just to pay your rent for this month. And this is one of the reasons why it took me so long to get in the adult industry, was I had to come to terms with myself and the fact that life is going to change if you go down this path. So that's what this entire video is about. Ladies, do not join the adult industry until you make it to the very end of this video, because you have no idea what you're in for. And even though you think, oh, I look good, that's so much. Oh my God, so many of my friends, oh, I have a fat, I should do lonely bands. I look like this. I got nice boobs. I got nice face. I look so nice. I would make so much money off of my body. Just because you have a nice body doesn't mean you know how to sell it. No matter how anybody breaks it down to you, it's a sales job. So if you hate sales, because I know a lot of people that's like, well, I hate sales, I don't want to be.
Shout out to the content creator. Shout out to the content creator for telling women don't do it. Now, I don't know if she's going to stay saying that throughout the whole, for the rest of the 10 minutes that we have with her, 9 minutes, right? I don't know if she's going to keep saying that. But shout out to her for being in an actual industry and basically saying that it's not a good thing. It's not what you think. It's not, okay, I got this type of aesthetic, so I'm going to make money. Shout out to her for saying that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Be too salesy. Being an adult entertainer is the most salesy thing you can do. And you're like personally attached to it because it's your body, it's your mind, it's your heart, it's your time. So you need to be a very good salesperson, 1. 2, you need to be a good people person. If you hate people, this ain't going to be for you. You have to be able to be a good disarmer, especially when people are under the influence. If you get people from all types of walks of life, I'm sure you get some crazy people that probably criminals coming into the club, coming into my virtual gentlemen's club. I don't know they rap sheet. And that's why you have to be good with people, because you don't know, people be crazy. You can't just pop off because somebody says something degrading to you. You have to be able to
Thank you.
So are we doing the dance or no?
There we go. Basically, she's saying you got to take disrespect just to get money. Who wants to live like that? There go Kit. You know Kit, right? Kit got to be that one that says in other countries, they have a whole district dedicated to the profession. She says they have healthcare and retirement. She also says a lot are married as well. Does not make it a respectful or a job that you should be doing, because you have to drop your dignity. You have to. You have to take disrespect. You're going to take disrespect from men. In some cases, in those other countries, a lot of that came from, I don't know if I could say it on YouTube, but let's just look at the what happens on rush hour. You have traffic. So a lot of that came from that in those other countries. So yeah, as you might see some women that's taking it as a profession, that's like, it's a good thing to do. Some of those women have been doing it since they was kids. Unfortunately. They did it a against their will. Now that's all they know. It's not a good thing because you will get disrespect from men. Unfortunately, the greater majority of men look at women that's in that industry as the bottom barrel type women. They do. And the majority of men that will marry women like that, those women don't really want because they don't really respect that man. Let's keep it a buck. No honorable, self-proclaimed, bigged up man who did put himself at the top echelon is looking to marry an edge worker. Sorry, it's not happening. It's not happening. Yo, quit. My God. Yo, I meant to call you back yesterday, man, but I got so wrapped up and busy that I didn't get a chance to call you back, but I will call you today. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a call. So yeah, that's what we talk about, right? Where you got to look at it like it's not a good thing. So we shouldn't be promoting it. And I'm happy that this young lady is saying this. Shout out to the content creator. She's in the industry, but she's telling ladies like, yo, there's a lot of dignity you're going to have to lose in order to be in this industry. Gotta respect it.
I can come back. Would you like a drink? People will call you bad words. They will call you a slur. You need to be okay with that. You can't be fighting the system. I see so many adult entertainers that are unsettled with that. That's very triggering for them to be called derogatory words or to be told, oh, nobody's going to want to be with you. And so they try to fight the system and like, prove I'm so smart, prove I'm worthy. No, the whole job is supposed to be a bimbification of you. I'll give you one piece of advice. If you do get into the adult industry, pick a stage name. My stage name used to be Lola, but because I had a YouTube channel before I ever started dancing, that didn't last long. People just started calling me by my normal legal name. Having a stage name is going to help you separate the character and the public persona from the actual person behind the character. So
you hear what she's saying. Basically, she's like, yo, you're going to get called out of your name. You're going to be disrespected. But if you make up in your head that these are two different people, as if Lola is not actually Sarah, then you're good. You're good. But you have to be able to separate the two. So yeah, Lola's a 304, but me, Sarah, well, her, I don't know her. I don't even know if her real name is Sarah. I don't know nothing about the show. But her, Sarah, different. Different. He said Melody's stage name was Money P. Yo, he's stupid. Oh man, Diamond, right? You know what I'm saying? The Players Club out here. Because you gotta separate, you gotta learn how to separate your emotions from what you're doing. You gotta be if y'all know a lot of edge workers, if y'all know them, they'll tell you that they have to be drunk or high as a kite in order to do the job. They can't do that on a normal sober day. They can't. So think about that. Young ladies, think about that. If you can't do something because it's so traumatizing to you, your well-being, who you are, you have to now create a different personality just to do it. So when a man calls you out your name, disrespects you, in some cases, he might hit you. He might feel as if he could put his hands on you. You got to rely on these bouncers and security guards in one of those gentlemen's clubs, or if it's not a gentleman club and you selling it on the street, who's going to protect you then? Now you have to search for a PIMP. You gotta do things to protect yourself, or do like Kit, and you gotta walk around with a blade and pray to God that you know jujitsu and you're able to slice and dice before he could grab your neck. Who wants to live like that? I'm happy that this young lady is bringing awareness to it, even though she's in the industry.
So Nina versus Lola. Lola maybe is those derogatory terms because that's marketable, but Nina is not. But to the outside in the world, they only see the one person who is all encompassing. It's the same person. So they're going to call
Scary,
you,
stop it.
imagine, I don't have a stage name. So they're calling Nina
Chill.
derogatory terms. And you have to know that, hey, Nina is still a character and she's still a public persona. And then there's the personal Nina that other people don't know. So when they're saying these bad things and these mean things to me, they're not saying that to the personal Nina. They don't know her. They're only saying it to this character that they think or believe Nina to be. So this requires a lot of emotional maturity to even get into this. Because if you internalize it, if somebody calls you something and then you internalize it, or someone says, oh, you have father issues, and you internalize that, or if you actually do have father issues, you're gonna think your whole life is due to your father issues, when in reality, it's tons of people with father issues that are teachers, doctors, stay-at-home moms. There's no correlation to parental issues and adult work. Everyday regular people got.
Now, I'm gonna disagree with her to an extent because it's never all, right? So we can't use the words all. We can't say all women that have father issues end up on the pole. Can't say that, right? But we could now say that the likelihood is that you'll make bad decisions that can be hurtful to you. Men and women alike make the worst decisions when you have daddy issues, mommy issues. So that can be known now. Being in this industry, for her to say that it's not a good decision, right? For her to say something along the lines of, you could be putting yourself in harm's way. You could be disrespected by men. So for her to say that, but in the same breath, turn around and say it's not that, then we know that it's a bad decision, which the likelihood is you would make it if you had those issues. So that's why it stands a better chance to work out your daddy issues before you even think about doing anything in life. So you won't make these poor decisions, right? So this is where I disagree with her, because the majority of women in it have issues that started off from when they was kids. Mommy and daddy issues alike. But usually some type of daddy issue is how their outlook on men make them feel. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't making that up. Most of our outlook, the same thing where you see men making decisions when it comes down to dealing with a woman that can actually put them in the dirt. A lot of that has to do with men's mommy issues as well. A lot of that. Could we say it's absolute, and could we say all? No. But we could say a lot, right? So, yeah, let's keep going.
Mother and father wounds. But you have to be emotionally mature to understand that most people are not there. So this is a job that can change your mental. It could change the relationships around you. I do have guys that are like, oh, I would never date this type of person. But guess what? I would never date you. I don't want to be with somebody who wouldn't see me for me and understand that level of maturity. But you gotta understand,
See, it's not a level of him being immature at all, or your level of maturity. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that men care about that kind of stuff. Men care about other men being in and out of their women. You can't shame men into feeling like that's okay. You can't shame men into feeling as if that should be accepted. And he's immature if he can't accept it. That's like me calling you immature. If I was outside pushing weight and I'm like, well, you don't want to deal with this because I'm making money. So if you don't want to deal with my level of maturity, then that's a problem. Then you're not mature enough. You can't shame a woman for not wanting to date Pablo Escobar. It is what it is. It's not a good profession for a man to do. The same thing like this. Who wants to know that your wife is upstairs? You downstairs watching, taking care of the kids, watching Veggie Tales, or, because we good Christians out here, right? You downstairs watching Veggie Tales with your kids, and your wife is in the guest bedroom with a TV, with a camera set up, fluffy walls, and a pillow, bending over, twerking for a man. A whole bunch of men are pleasuring themselves to their wives while you're downstairs watching the kids. What man wants to know that? Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm different. And you're selling feet pictures. Oh, all right. Now you asking questions. You ain't selling nothing that has to do with your body. Nothing. That's crazy. To be feet pics. You can say, what's the difference between selling your feet or just bending over and just don't show your face? There's some people that's on these websites, they cut their face off and just body only. Who knows it's them, right? Still your wife. I don't want to know that no one is sitting there in mass numbers that has that much access to any part of my wife, any part of her, and they're rubbing one out because they're looking at pictures that they bought online. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy times we live in.
It's gonna be people that don't want to date you. You gotta understand this is gonna change your life forever. Actually, I have a question for you. If you've made it to this part of the video thus far, I want to know, would you date an adult model, an adult entertainer of any type? Yes or no, and why? Part 2. Adult work is a charity job for humanity. It can be known as philanthropy. So in part 1, we discussed that your life is going to change. Some good, some bad. Obviously, you're going to have money if you do it right. But imagine you are a terrible entertainer. You're a terrible model.
She got the music too loud. She got the music way too loud. That sounds like the first episode of Meet to Marry. Music is mad loud, y'all. It's crazy.
Reversible decision, you can't take it back. And now your little intimate tape all over the internet, and people they didn't buy it. You didn't make money. Your financial status, socioeconomic status didn't change.
And that's it. I forgot the stats, but there is a stat on that as well. The majority of people that are on OnlyFans don't make money. The majority of women that's on there, they barely make money. So like literally you're online, spread eagle, and you didn't even make no bread off of it. You ain't make no bread off of that. That's got to be one of the worst feelings in the world. I could imagine. Imagine. That's crazy.
Now you got this out there. See what I mean? Don't even try to compete unless you're actually passionate about it, because you will regret it. So moving into chapter 2, let's say you're good at this. You're good at being an adult entertainer, and now you start to see things that you didn't see before as a regular person in society. Over the course of 10 years or so, I have spoken with probably more or less about 500,000 men to gather data on what men like, how they think. I mean, I know everything about what they like, down to what women wear, how they smell. Data collected that you would never get if you were just a regular person. You can't ask. I asked 20,000 people on my Lonely Bands yesterday or a couple days ago what their favorite smell was.
He said I asked 20,000 people. Yo, fellas, y'all got me out here looking stupid. Yo, y'all got me out here looking stupid. Because I'm telling women not to do it. But it contradicts if a woman can say, I got 20,000 men watching me at once, right? Because I'm sure she has way more subscribers than that. I can just tell by that high rise she living in. 20,000 men she turned around and asked the question to. Fellas, we got to really stop simping. It's never this deep. First of all, porn, YouTube, is free. Free 99. You don't even got to pay to see it no more. You don't even got to pay to see it no more. She says, Ash says, I collect data all the time. She's a counselor, right? You can do work like Ash, respectfully, and collect data. But she's collecting data on men. All right, cool. I'm just mad at the men because Jesus, man. Yo, I can show y'all. I can go on my Google account. Y'all would not see any subscriptions to anyone's OnlyFans. We don't do that. We don't do that over here. Porn is free. Why are y'all paying for this stuff? Why are y'all giving these women a subscription of $10 a month? As a matter of fact, fellas, if y'all want, I have a subscription to be a part of my channel. Feel free to subscribe and feel free to become a channel member. And I'll give y'all early perks to Meet to Marry. You will be able to watch it 24 hours in advance every week. Every week. If y'all gonna get this girl, I don't know, $10 a month to $40 a month just to watch her spread eagle and then her talking to y'all like this, something has got to be, something has to change in society, man, because this is wild, yo. This is wild. Something got to change.
Was on a woman. You can't get that data anywhere else. But also when you know too much, you already know what happens when you guys know too much. We all know what happens when you know too much. It's not the same anymore. If you know too much about science, you no longer believe in religion. And who the hell, what is it? Hold on. Yes, it's a little loud. I'm filming right now. I'm filming. Oh, estoy grabando. Muchísimas gracias. Once you learn about the real needs of men, because a lot of times, especially when there's substances involved, men will open up to you. They will become vulnerable. They'll tell you their deepest fears, fantasies, what they want out of life. Once you are learning these men, it's like studying a specimen. I've studied specimens so much to where I...
That's crazy for her to even say something. I studied specimens so much. How much specimens did you check? How much specimens did this young lady study? Help me understand. Help me understand. What is up? And fellas, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. This one's for the fellas. Do y'all go to strip clubs and ask these women questions like they're your therapists? How is she studying y'all? What is she asking y'all? What are y'all talking about? There's nothing but, even with back in my day when I was hitting them strip clubs, I never had a conversation with a stripper. Never talked to her. None of that. There was nothing to talk about. There was nothing to talk about. So what are we doing? Fellas, what are we doing? Real time, real talk. Why are y'all treating these girls like they are your therapist and you need to lay on their lap? Y'all really got some mommy issues going on. Y'all got some mommy issues going on if y'all are in strip clubs, y'all are OnlyFans, y'all sitting here talking to these women like they're your therapists. She shouldn't have no data on you to where she actually could say, I study you. You know what I'm saying? TDP says he spent a lot on therapists. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Go to therapy. Don't be sitting up in no strip club. Oh man, back in the days, my mom, and my dad. Like what? What? Don't sit on somebody's couch. Talk to them. Let's keep going.
I know how to make the earth a better place for men. And so it becomes like a anthropology.
How do you make the world a better place for men? How? If these men are in there going to go see them, we only looking for one specific thing. It's called relief. How on God's green earth are you making it better for us? The only way you can make it better is to talk to younger women and tell them to become wives. And let the men talk to the men about becoming husbands. Then we can make the world a better place.
Charity project to even clock in to work. How can I make these men feel better than when they logged on the computer? You learn that when you have that mindset, you actually make more money, and then you establish better relationships with your clients and customers, rather than just, oh, I need to run these I need to break these men. You know, they be like, oh, we trying to break these men. The women who say stuff like that, they're in survival mode. The women who've been doing this for a while and they are studying their craft, they're the ones like, my people are happy, and I don't walk away until everybody's happy, because I
don't know
value
about that
their
one.
money, I value
I
their hard work.
guess.
At the end of the day, business is business, and this is sales. I need good references. I need you to bring your homeboys, bring your cousins, share my referral code, all of that stuff. The ethics of how you run your sales business will determine how much money you make and how much respect you have on your name, regardless of what people call you.
Now, don't get me wrong. I get it, right? A lot of men, you know, they feel as if they need someone to talk to. Who better for men to talk to than a woman, right? So a lot of men find comfort in the presence of a naked woman. We do. That's when you're your most vulnerable. She's her most vulnerable. So we find comfort in each other when we're skin to skin somehow. But this woman's on the internet. If she's talking about in the clubs, I might understand just a little bit better, right? I could understand that more. You know, come lay on she like, yo, come lay on my breast, let me talk. You know what I mean? Talk to me. Tell me about what you're going through. And these men just want to talk. Maybe I could understand that a little bit more than freaking OnlyFans. I'm watching you on the screen. I'm spending money. I don't want to talk to you about nothing. Yo, listen, fellas.
One of my TikTok people just asked if it changed my perspective on dating, and the answer is absolutely. One positive aspect is that it did put me actually in a better dating pool. People would think like, oh, nobody's gonna want to date a dancer or a corn star or a Lonely Bands model.
Hit the like button.
When in reality, it's like the normal middle class or lower class that typically don't want to date that, because they care about the validation of their community around them, their family, their friends. And when you enter a different tax bracket, whoa, the attitudes towards adult work are totally different. Men, rappers, politicians, all sorts of people in power who have had to make and write their own rules, they want to be with you because they understand the mindset of having to sell yourself. Especially entertainers, other entertainers understand what that feels like. Overall, my dating pool got way better after I entered the adult industry. Way more affluent men. That is more of a trophy to them than like a regular girl who doesn't do her makeup, who's like a kindergarten teacher. No offense to the girlies who are kindergarten teachers who don't do their makeup, but that is typically the type of woman that the middle class guys that care about their family approval, they want to take that home. This is a parallel to when I said I first got divorced and I was like super Christian and I was like, oh, I would never be in the same room as those girls. Again, I was super red pill because I was inexperienced.
She was
so
red pill.
My key takeaways are this: if you get into it, think long and hard about it.
Hold
Do
on,
not
hold on,
make
hold on.
irreversible.
Before she goes into that, she said she was red pill because she was inexperienced. What? No, you was red pill because red pill is about understanding the true world for what it is. You were blue pilled when you're inexperienced. So she's saying it wrong, which means she has the idea, but she doesn't really know what she's talking about. If you're red pill, you woke up. That's the matrix, right? You know what the world really is right now. So you deal with the world as it is. You go out there. If that's what you're going to do to make money, you're going to go out there and make money. Right? The blue pill are the naive people who don't understand the world for what it really is. So I guess to be in that profession, you probably got to be more red pill than anything, because you do understand that the world comes with choices and your choices have consequences. So let's keep going.
Irreversible decisions or impulsive decisions based on temporary circumstances. If you just need rent this month, you'll make it happen. But if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't half-ass it. really care about your customer service, your marketing, really big deal. And of course, your looks. But also, more than anything, how you treat customers, because customer service makes the world go round when it comes to sales. But also, men are crazy. You guys let me know in the comments if you want.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Beautiful woman, though. I mean, there's a lot of makeup on. I know. I understand that, right? Beautiful woman, nonetheless. But insane. But I am happy that she started the video off with telling women, you know, she's realistic. You're going to do it, and if you are, it comes with your choices are going to have consequences. This is not going to be an easy road. You're just going to go down. You're going to be a millionaire. You're going to end up stripping, and then you're going to find you the rapper baby daddy that's going to take you off the market, and you guys are going to have all these kids. And it's okay if you divorce him because he's going to pay the bills. Y'all going to live in a $5 million mansion somewhere near Beverly Hills, probably in Calabasas, and you're good. I'm happy that she's telling the world it's not realistic for most women. Even her lifestyle as a beautiful woman, she struggled. So shout out to the content creator for keeping it a buck, keeping it a bean on how the real world is if you were to join this industry. Ladies, my advice to you is if you have a talent, right, such as hers, think about what she said. Let me make myself a little bigger here. Think about what she said. She's great at marketing. She's great at people skills. She's great with understanding emotions and making people feel comfortable. Imagine a profession like a therapist, if she chose to do that, how much money she can actually make without losing, as she said, her self-dignity, her self-respect. She said it. I didn't say it. So imagine if she put herself in a position where she garnered respect from the majority of people, not just the guys that want to drop a quick nut, not the squirrels of the world. But imagine if you utilize your talent to actually move the needle forward, because your femininity is something that the world needs. Energy goes wherever you choose to put it, right? So if you have the correct wherewithal to do something, the drive, the ambition to do something, if you choose to use it, some fellas that you'll see in prison right now are very smart guys, right? Are very intelligent guys that know how to do trades work, know how to use their hands, know how to do certain things. But the only problem is that they use the skill to do something to land them in jail. But just imagine if they put that energy into becoming an electrician, becoming a plumber, becoming their own CEO of a business. A lot of dudes in jail are artists, super talented. A lot of them know how to discipline themselves to create workout regimens that can really help people live longer. But we use the energy to do something that could actually hurt us. This young lady used her talent, didn't hurt her. Thank God she's okay. But a lot of young ladies don't make it out that life. They don't make it out that lifestyle. They tend to do it pretty much forever till they get old and no one wants them anymore. Next thing you know, the man that's on top of them is missing half of his teeth and he's on some type of white powder drug. Think about what I'm saying here. We could use our talents for something better and put it in the right places. We could do more. We can actually drive the needle and help our community grow bigger. Help the kids understand and learn. Each one teach one. Except we're using our energy in the wrong places for the wrong things because for some reason, and I'm putting this on our people, we're so over-sexualized that Everything needs to be about twerking, sex, money, who has the biggest whatever. And it goes into the wrong places and in the wrong hands. And next thing you know, you lose your life for what? I'm happy that she started the video the way she started it. And I hope, because it will be found by a lot of young ladies. Let me see how much views she got. Hold on. 36,000 views. 36,000 views. So I'm happy that she started it the way she started it. And I hope that she gets out of it and use that same exact, energy that she gives to these guys that just want to talk and utilizing it to actually really help somebody. Help the kids, help other women, help people do better, get out of that lifestyle. But it's all about a good time for us, right? It's all about fast money and how quick we could actually live, and who lives in a high rise, and who has a mansion, who's faking like we doing it all. It's all about that. It's all about IG and, you know what I'm saying, putting our family lives on IG like the first lady. It's all about that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's do better, people. My people. Anyways, this was a good show. I am in overtime right now. Way overtime right now. Because I was supposed to be over. But I'm not. But shout out to everyone. Literally everyone that's active and here in the chat. Shout out to everyone that was watching, that's currently watching, and that'll watch on the replay. Shout out. Salute to you. Thank you so much for the super chats. Once again, that's Scary with the $10 super chat. My man Blockchain with the $100 super chat. And also Tashika, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Much appreciated, y'all. Much respect and much love. Y'all here every Friday with your boy, time and time again. Greatly appreciated. Please stay tuned for Sundays. Open conversation, grown men talking. You know it's going to be a good show because I'm going to have the panel with me. So please stay tuned for Sunday show. Also, be on the lookout for season 2 of Meet to Marry. We are perfecting Meet to Marry. So what we offered y'all for season 1, we're only getting better for season 2. And that's because I'm investing in the show. I'm investing in my craft. I'm making sure that, you guys have the best content from this side of the streets. But anyways, this is a good show, y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, shit. Hold up, man. What was that? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Here we go.